Hello YouTube. I'm doing a little bit different video today than I normally do. I want to do a product review slash demonstration on the HVLP spray system. I'm a contractor and I have a cabinet shop here. I make custom cabinetry, etc. And some custom millwork stuff. I got this HVLP system. It's the Earlex spray station 5500, and I think Earlex makes 3 different models, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the middle of the, I think they make one smaller and one bigger. Could be mistaken about that. It's been about 8-9 months since I bought it. And generally I spray clear coat through it, sanding sealer and lacquer, etc. On cabinets. But I want to show you, it's raining here today in South Carolina and I have no work, and so what do you do when you have no work? You make some videos. So today I'm going to be spraying some gloss black through it. I'm going to paint these engine parts for a project I've been working on with my daughter right here, and I'll show you the versatility of this machine. What I like about it is you don't really have to be a master painter to use it. On this I sprayed the engine block, and this is the high temperature ceramic paint, high performance paint that's made for engines. And I sprayed, that's the Chevy performance orange they call it. And then on the heads I painted, it's just the same thing, only it's a different color. I painted the heads and the water pump of this motor, and it's just to dress up my motor. And you know, if you was to look real close, you know, I'm sure you could see some imperfections in the paint. You know, but for a weekend mechanic, you know, for a hobby, a hot rod builder, I think it looks pretty good, and it does a really great job of spraying clear coat. So what I want to show you is on the machine, it has this hose that plugs into it right here. It's about 1 1/4 inch hose. All it does is stick in there, and then the only adjustment to it is basically the trigger pull. So it's now, this is totally self-contained. I gave it's about $300 for the system, if I didn't say that already, and it comes with everything from the tip to the spray gun to the air unit. One second. Okay. So I'm just going to so all you do is plug it in. There is no adjustments on the power unit at all. And you have a switch right here. See the switch right there? Turn it on. There's no pressure adjustments. Now, you know, some of you can say, well, you know, I can do a better job with a spray rig, you know, that you hook up to an air compressor, and I'm sure you can. If you're a body man, if you're a professional automobile painter, then this is probably not for you. You need about $1,000 gravity flow gun and an air compressor and an air dryer and a oil separator and all that stuff. But if you're like me, that does this kind of stuff on the weekends, and you don't want to spend $2 grand on a spray setup, then this is an option. So this gun comes with it. It's got a 1-quart cup. This is just some gloss black that I've had in the shop for 3 or 4 years. It's a gallon of Rust-Oleum gloss black enamel. And for this application, I thinned it down a little bit. It makes it really easy, guys. On the instructions, when you get it, it comes with a book and a viscosity cup. There's a viscosity cup, which I've never used. personally, but if you can, what you do is you can fill that up in time, how long it takes to come out, and it'll tell you which tip to use, etc. Or if you need to thin it, I kind of just guess at it myself. And so I'm going to take out my gun here filled up, and I thinned it. It's got a little nesting thing right there, and basically the way it's set up is this hose wraps around the inside of there, and then the cord wraps around the bottom of it, and it's all self-storing. And then when I'm not using it, I can set that up on the shelf. So I take the other end of my hose here, I guess that's about a 12-foot hose, stick it in there like that, and guys, that's all there is to it. As soon as I'm going to turn this thing on, and then we're going to paint. Another thing about the HVLP system I like, as opposed to the air compressor setup, is there's not near as much overspray. Okay, so I got the unit on now, and as you can see, okay, sorry about that. I had a little glitch in my program. And as you can see, I'm keeping my gun level, trying to stay about the same distance away from my parts, which is kind of hard to do when they're shaped weird. It's a lot easier, of course, when you're doing a cabinet or something. By the way, I'm filming with one hand and spraying with the other, so bear with me. And I'm just trying to clean these parts up and just make them look a little bit better for when I put them back on my motor instead of buying new ones. You can buy chrome ones, of course, but for this application, I didn't want to do that. Spray that pulley. And as you can see, it makes for a pretty nice spray job. It's quite a bit of an upgrade from a rattle can, and a lot better job, and you're able to get a lot better coat on. Not that there's anything wrong with rattle cans. I've used a million of them. But this is just another option. And again, if you have a spray booth and $1,000 auto body gun, you know, then this is not for you. Okay? And again, what I did is, you're better off really degreasing them and all that stuff. You can sandblast them. I took and cleaned them with like a Scotch-Brite thing and got as much of the grease as I could. And then I degreased them with some lacquer thinner and a rag. If it wasn't raining, I probably would have pressure washed it and so forth. And then maybe after it dries, I'll turn them over and do some on the other side. And these are just some parts to go on my hot rod engine. If you guys have seen my other videos, you've seen me take apart that motor. I'll probably do an update on that pretty soon, but that's not the intention of this video. Okay, and what I'm doing here is for cleanup, it's pretty easy. And you definitely want to take time, guys, to clean up your equipment when you're done painting with it. It will ruin it if you don't. And I've had that experience before on another gun. So I just dumped the excess back into the can, letting this drip out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do, I don't really need to video it, I don't think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a rag and clean it out the best I can. Just a dry shop rag, and clean that the best I can. And then I'm going to fill this container about halfway up with lacquer thinner. And then I'm going to spray that you know, about a pint or so of lacquer thinner through it into a trash barrel. And then I might take a rag again with some lacquer thinner on it and try to wipe it down the best I can and clean out the inside the best I can. But it works pretty good, and overall I'm very happy with it. For $300, I feel like I got my money's worth, and I feel like it'll work for a long time to come. There's 4 different tips that are available for it. I can't remember the sizes. One comes with it, and then I ordered one more, and then there's 2 other ones that I didn't feel like I needed. So again, that's the Earlex spray station 5500. It works really good for cabinets, and I feel like it does pretty good for a weekend mechanic too, to if you want to do a little bit of painting. I wouldn't probably try painting a car with it or anything like that, but it works pretty good for small paint projects. And it sprayed that enamel, not enamel, I'm sorry, ceramic engine paint through it excellent. And to me, it looks really good. So have a great day. I'll make another video when I can. Bye bye.